Hey guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Anglogeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is an all signs, made for everyone, collective consciousness reading. Right? So it's basically an energy reading that is done with tarot cards that lets us sort of know kind of what's going on with us when it's going on. Now, it is originally created for Friday, April 1st. Happy April Fools, guys. We're shifting the month over, so we have two new decks that we're working with. In both decks, I am going to call out and say thank you to Jen for them. Jen was kind enough to send me. I was in such love with the last month's deck, the Sacred Destiny deck by Denise Lynn. I kept going off about how much I loved it. She actually went about finding two other decks, the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck and the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, both by the same artist, and sent them to me. So we're going to work this month, and this was prior, but I also wanted her. She is an Aries, and we are in Aries season. She's a good friend of mine. I really enjoy talking to her. And I have an Aries rising, and we have similar planets. Like our Venus is both in Pisces, and I deal with an Aries rising. She has an Aries sun sign, and so we talk a lot about like astrological things and personal things. And so I wanted to give her the choice this month as to what deck we use, what tarot deck, right? Because she sent me these two different oracle decks, and I knew that I would use one of them. And prior to talking to her, my flash was the deck that we are going to use, and I mentioned it to her, and she said that sounded about right. And for the reason why I chose this deck, it's the Light Seers deck, right? And Light Seers to me is, Aries is fire, it's fire season, it's also the beginning of the zodiac, right? The astrological calendar has refreshed itself. We're back at new beginnings. So letting things go after that Virgo full moon, going into the new astrological year, all of this sort of stuff. To me, Light Seers felt appropriate. Jen agreed. Boom, we're here. And then I thought, since it's April and it's kind of spring, of the two decks that she sent me by Denise Lynn, I felt like the Sacred Forest felt really nice. I don't know why. So we're going to go with that one. I think it has to do with April, spring flowers, forest, nature, that sort of a thing. So that's what we're going to pair this week or this month. Beyond all that, let's get to the housekeeping stuff. Please hit the like button, the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. Read the daily drop down. You only need to really read it once. It's just things I want you to think about and how to get in contact with me if you need me for a private reading. Also, a huge shout out to all my private reading clients I booked this weekend. I had a fairly full weekend, and I know that some of you are also still trying to get in. I am only doing readings on Saturdays and Sundays. This weekend I'm going to be traveling, so I'm pre-taping a lot of these readings. I will be away in Buffalo, New York at a mediumship weekend. So this weekend I won't be available for readings. So those of you that are in queue or have requested, know that I will get to you, I promise. But shout out to Claudia and to Rose and to Luz, all of you. I really appreciate you guys booking readings this weekend. And it's always fun to do them together. I love doing that. All right, so this is meant for Friday the 1st. Happy April Fools. It's not solely meant for that date. If you're seeing it out of time or out of sequence, that's okay. If the message still has meaning for you, utilize it. I believe that Spirit and our higher self has ways of getting messages to us when we need them rather than when they were originally created for, right? Everything is flexible with these readings. Nothing is set in stone in a sense like we all have free will. If this reading blends and makes sense to your situation, great, utilize it. Remember, I speak in broad terms because it is a collective reading. It's going to manifest in each and everybody's individual life differently, around a different topic, subject, person, situation, all of that. But if it feels right and it fits, utilize it to the best of your ability. If it doesn't, and it doesn't feel like it's your reading, that's completely okay. Sometimes it's not. And that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Nothing is broken. You're not off track. Do not freak out. You're just on a different trajectory than the majority of the viewers that will come across this reading over the course of time and space. Nothing major, guys. Just a little bit of time and space. All right, so let's see what's going on for this beginning of the new month. What do they want us to know? I will reference back to the Sunday reading, the underpinning, and the cards that have come to us throughout the week leading up to this, because I do take notes on all of my readings. Just a reminder to see themes or maybe messages, underpinning energies, things like that. So if I reference a card that you don't see on the screen, you can always go back to the lower left-hand corner at the end of the reading and look at the weekly, which is the reading that happens every Sunday, and it indicates kind of what's underpinning this week. What are we to expect underneath everything we see every day, right? It adds another layer to everything. It was a really long-winded explanation. Sorry guys, we're already at 5 minutes. Okay, so our card for the day. Oh, I love it. I love this deck just in general, but for some reason this deck really just associates, I don't know why, it gives me a fiery feeling. It's the art in this deck. It's very like on it. So this is the Two of Cups, and I love this depiction. I love these two hands coming together. I love the flow of energy pouring down and filling the cups full of love, right? From their connection, from their love, from their bond, right? Oftentimes I see the Two of Cups as a more romantic card even than the Lovers, right? The Lovers is kind of the card that everybody sort of wants to see in their reading, where I kind of like the Two of Cups, because to me it's just you and I mirroring each other, being together, sharing our emotions, and being real, right? Being connected, being in love, appreciation, true gratitude for what it is that we have in our life on a very, I don't want to say individual basis, but on like a one-on-one basis, right? Very much present in the moment with whatever it is that we love. I try and, this is oftentimes, a romantic love card, right? But I try and broaden it out in the sense that this can be about anything that we're sort of passionate about, connected to. This can be our love of our family. This can be our love of our husbands or wives or our children. This could be the love of our job if we're truly passionate about what it is, the work that we do, right? This can be about that connection to that thing that allows us to see ourselves in a sort of a different light, right? In a more compassionate, gentle, accepting, loving light, right? We see a truer version of ourselves. The thing with the Two of Cups is it's always these two people standing together in a traditional like Rider-Waite deck. They're looking at one another and they're meeting equally underneath like a catechus, I think it's called, which is like this healing symbol, right? And so it's like allowing yourself to truly be seen for who you are, what you are, how you are. And oftentimes when I do these readings, I kind of keep the focus on the self, because we can't control things outside of ourselves necessarily. We can certainly manifest and choose what we focus on, but we can't necessarily control the behavior of another. And so when I see twos, sometimes I think about them in reference to the relationship of the self, right? It could be our mind bonding or joining with our spirit or our emotions, and those two falling in love and acceptance and compassion of one another, right? And especially during a pandemic or when we're sort of somewhat isolated in the world, for those of us that are single, we're like, well, I don't feel this Two of Cups. I'm all by myself, like myself included, right? But you can sort of build on that love. You can build on that awareness of your own beauty, your own wealth, your own like outpouring of compassion and all of that, right? Now, the reason why I say this is because we saw the Six of Cups 4 fucking times this week in this week of readings. So there is this sort of emphasis on nostalgia, home, family, the people we care about, the simple things, the appreciation of that, the gratitude of that, right? Now we're seeing the Two of Cups. So still in that realm of emotion, right? But the emotion is a little bit more, to me, the Two of Cups is a little bit more deeply focused, a little bit more profound, not even a little bit more profound, it's a lot more profound, a lot more obvious, a lot more connected when we look at these two hands joined together. So whatever we're joining together with this week, whatever we've been reflecting upon this week nostalgically and loving on, expect, what this card says to me is expect that love to intensify, to become more obvious, to become more strong, more supportive, more easily expandable, if that makes sense, right? And to utilize that expansion in allowing it to be your goal, be your focus, be your path. Again, this love can be within ourselves, with another individual, within our career, within our relationships with others. But whatever it is, it's becoming, in my opinion, all the stronger, all the more obvious, all the more important. The Six of Cups is about balance and sort of focusing on those wonderful things in day-to-day life that we love, right? But this is about really truly being that love, embodying that love, connecting to that love, grasping on and holding on to it, and then letting it emanate from you, right? It's a deepening of that at a more personal level. So taking that and moving with that, let's do it. I'm all for it. Let's see what the Sacred Forest has to say. Our first card out of this deck, and thank you, Jen, for these decks. I'm so super excited about this. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, interesting. I just said this about the sort of being able to focus on it and make it expand it and make it more strong, right? And the card is Spirit Guardian of Summer Expansion. We are going in, and it's card number 37 down here in the corner. So we're back to numerological stuff, which is cool. 3 and 7 is 10, which boils down to a 1, which is sort of the focus of oneself. The Spirit Guardian of Summer, and I've never seen this deck before, so I'm just going to roll with it and give you my interpretation and then read you the story. What I want to say here is there's an abundance here of fruit. That's the first thing that I notice. And the 3 and the 7 is a 1, meaning the focus on the self. So whether we're falling in love with our career, another individual, our family, whatever, as that intensifies, we become more aware of that love within ourselves, and we give it freely to ourselves and to those around us, to the situations around us. We let it flow. And that in and of itself is an expansion. As that becomes stronger, more deep, and more profound, that allows us to expand and to see sort of like the fruit, the abundance that exists around us, right? I love this golden bird. To me, gold is like a high vibrational energy, right? That's one that's sort of set at, it's energetic yet it's peaceful at the same time. It owns itself in a way, if that makes any sense. I mean, gold is a color. Oh, sorry, it went way out of focus. Gold is a color. That bird looks like he's singing his song. He's happy. There's a joy here. There's maybe it's that we're shifting into spring, right? And so we're ready to see the positives in things. But these two cards together really feel that way. Although this is the Spirit Guardian of Summer, which is a little early, I think it's allowing us to see the growth, the beauty, the abundance that's all around us, and with the Two of Cups, that is within us, right? Now, this is a Friday reading, so our underpinning card, let me go back to the Sunday reading and just remind myself, was that 10 of Pentacles. And if you look at these peaches could represent pentacles in a way, right? The tree is so fruitful, it's like about ready to all fall out of the tree. And it's similar in sort of design to the 10 of Pentacles. So allowing our positivity, our love, and everything else to sort of expand. And remember, our grounding stone this week is that beautiful stone of peace. Doing this from a place of like just like a peaceful knowing within ourselves. You know, that's the 3 and the 7, which is the 1 in the expansion card. Is as we expand ourselves in love, we create the prosperity, we create the abundance and the warmth and the love that you experience in the Spirit Guardian of Summer. So let me read you Spirit Guardian of Summer. Watch, I'm totally wrong. The Spirit Guardian of Winter. Spirit Guardian of Summer, expansion. In the sacred forest, the Spirit Guardian of Summer has arrived. Large clumps of purple berries hang heavy on the vine. Wait, is that right? I don't see purple berries. I see those fruits, but whatever. The apple trees are laden with shining, ripe red fruit. The droning of bees fills the forest. The grass is high, the forest is alive with the heady scent of flowers. Vitality, health, success, abundance, healing, and passion are expanding in your life. However, you can't sit back and wait for it to happen. The energy of summer is the energy of working with passion in the direction of your dreams. Give it everything you've got, and an immense reward will follow. Do not sit on the sidelines. Work hard, play hard, your labor will pay off. If you hold back and repress what you feel during this time, you will become drained and your spirit will wane. This is not time to take care of everyone else. This is time to step forward with passion and delight. You'll be glad you did. The most earth energy is available to us during the summer season. It is when we can access the greatest amount of sunlight and spiritual light so that the power of the sun can pour into our hearts. And I love how she says that, and we have the Two of Cups, which is so heart-centered. The spirit guardian of summer says, work with passion, don't hold back. Take positive steps in the direction of your dreams now in order to reap the harvest later. Your hard work will result in abundance, bounty, and beauty. Celebrate, enjoy the fruits of your labor. I love that. Now, and that labor would be all of that Six of Cups focus that we have this week, as we intentionally chosen our focus to be that of love, balance, and harmony, with that sort of underpinning of peace underneath it all. We've created this abundance, right? In whatever area of our life, in whatever kind of situation or formula, it should be present. And if we're not seeing it, we need to tap into it so that we can see it. Now, here is the grounding stone, and this is what we should be grounding in today, while we're still grounding in that focus of peace. And the word is not wanting to stand up. It is blessed. So, remembering that we are blessed not only within ourselves with this Two of Cups, right? And with that Ten of Pentacles that underpins this, which is the material blessings, the relationship blessings, that we get to, as we focus on those blessings and that abundance, more of it comes to us, right? So we want to expand in that. We want to ground in that. We want to understand that we are blessed with many beautiful things, not only within ourselves, but also around ourselves. And allow that, the hard work that we've put in, the feelings that we felt, the challenges that we faced, all of it has brought us to this point where we should be able to relish in who we are, how we feel, what we love, and the gifts that gives us on an individual level and on a collective level. And the reason why I say collective level is because the guardian of summer is about expansion, and the Ten of Pentacles is about providing not only for ourselves but for others. So there is this element of, yes, we're doing it for ourselves within that 10 number and the Two of Cups, like building that relationship within ourselves, but we're also allowing that relationship with ourselves to affect positively everything that's going on around us. I hope that makes sense, guys. Know that today should be a very powerful, wonderful, beautiful April 1st. Don't let too many jokes or April Fool's jokes be played on you, and if so, have a laugh at them. Ground in that peace and remember that you are blessed. Expand in your abundance and truly, truly, truly fall in love with yourself and those that are around you that you feel connected to. All right, that is your reading for today. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave me a question or comment, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow to see how we end out the week. And then we'll have another Sunday reading coming up. All right, have a wonderful day and take care, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I really, really, really do appreciate it. All right, bye-bye and take care.